Welcome to day 19 of the 2016 Horror-a-Thon, brought to you by Nightmare Effects. And we are going to continue off of our last review, which was Halloween, and move on with the rest of the franchise here. So we're going to go through the whole thing. Remakes, every bad sequel, everything, okay? Which means we're going right into 1981, Halloween 2. Now, for some reason, this movie gets a lot of hate. And I don't really understand it. Like, the arguments behind it having a lot of hate don't make sense to me. We've heard things like, well, the only reason people watched it was because Jamie Lee Curtis came back, and there's actually no really good suspense, and there's no storytelling. The only flaw that I see, really, in this movie is that we lack Jamie Lee Curtis and her way to develop the story because she's, and can't say
incapacitated.
much. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's it. I don't understand what the point of the hate is. I think I love the hospital scenery.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's extremely creepy. I think, especially back in the '80s when hospitals could be that empty at night. Especially in a small town like this. I think that's really creepy. I think Dick Warlock does a great job as Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually don't mind the twist, the idea of them being siblings. I don't mind it. I get why people can be upset about it because it kind of takes away the entity that is Michael Myers, because since he has motive now. But I don't, not as much as...
It still works.
Yeah, it works. You had to do something. It's a sequel. You had to have something that, has a twist and a turn there. Donald Pleasance is still great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get the hate. I mean, first of all, let's start off. They go right off of Halloween. Okay, like it literally, the movie starts on
the ending scene.
Yeah, which is a reshoot of it. It's not the same one because Universal could not use the footage from Compass International, so they had to reshoot it and make it as close as they can. The only thing that I don't care about the little changes, like Jamie's not in the same exact position.
The jacket.
Yeah, stuff like that. Whatever. I don't like the way that Donald Pleasance looks at where the body of Michael should have been. Because in the first one, he wasn't shocked. It was like, I totally get it. He's pure evil and can't die. This one, he gets... yeah, he gets to the bottom of the stairs. He's out the front door looking, and he just gets these really wide eyes, like he's surprised. And that kind of takes away from the effect of the ending of the first one.
Right.
But then we start off a really cool, long Steadicam shot from the POV of Michael Myers, which is, I love it. I've always wanted to... we had talks about doing a film that way, just a long POV shot of Michael, and I think that's really cool. Where, he kills Elrod at the Elrod house. It starts off great, and playing off the same night's cool. It has a really great reference to Ben Tramer from the first one, having him dressed as like a blonde version of Michael and being hit by a car. But when you actually get to the hospital scenes and you get these long corridor hallways, and then when Jamie is actually, Laurie is back enough that she can walk around, some legit suspense, and it's a long chase scene. And you get to she's out in the basement in the elevator, has to crawl out the window, and the elevator closes just in time. That's suspense, and it's built well. As for, the ending, if this would have been the last one, it was a great ending.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's better, than the burning. You see his face melting in. It's... the only thing that I don't think really works in the ending, I don't understand how she shot both his eyes out. I don't think she could do that if she tried, and she wasn't trying. She just kind of shot and managed to hit both eyes on the first try. That's the only thing that really doesn't... it's kind of weird to me. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's great suspense. Donald Pleasance willing to sacrifice his life. Just shows you that builds the character of Dr. Loomis even more. I just don't understand the hate behind this one. I think it ends great. If you watch the alternate scene, there's an alternate ending to this movie where she gets in the ambulance with I'm forgetting something on his name right now, but the paramedic that was kind of hitting on her throughout the movie. Yeah. He gets in the ambulance with him, and it's just... You get a satisfying ending, and that pure evil will that light will always take out the dark. And that was great. I don't understand why this movie gets so much hate. It does. It's not better than the first one. It's
not that much worse though.
Yeah, it's really not. It's definitely like this is the second best, this is the second best one I would say in the series. I think it has great suspense, great acting, of course, everyone that's in it, and it's a satisfying ending with a twist that may not be as, it may take away from the first one some, but it still works, and it gives you a little more motive there, I suppose. But it's not a bad movie, and I think it's extremely entertaining, and I'd love to see it in a theater setting. I wish I could make it to one and too far away, but that's Halloween 2 for you. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to our reviews. But before we do, we're gonna shout out our sponsors. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be back in a minute.
Nightmare Effects is an independent mask company providing you with quality craftsmanship at gruesomely affordable prices. They offer both replica masks and busts of one of the most iconic killers in cinematic history, while also offering custom orders and repaints. Like their page on Facebook and get your own today.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to our ratings for Halloween 2, 1981. Halloween 2, that is, not the 2009 remake. Nick, out of 5 jack-o'-lanterns, what are we thinking here?
I'm giving Halloween 2 4.5 out of 5 jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 4.5.
It was still a good movie.
Yeah, it really is. And I this is another one I could watch over and over again. I think it's extremely, as fantastic suspense. It's shot really well, actually. Not being able to pull back, to live up to the cinematography of Halloween 1 was tough. And it does a great job. Dick Warlock does a great job as Michael. I think this is one of the few Michaels that actually portrayed the character as well as Nick Castle. And Donald Pleasence is great. Jamie Lee Curtis is great. And it's what I think it's what you need as a sequel to that. There's only so much you could do with that story. So, but that'll be it from us today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, make sure you go check out Nightmare Effects. All these masks right here were made by Michael Hawkins over at Nightmare Effects. These full masks like this Part 8 here are only $150 each, and the hoods are only $90. That is some amazing quality for that price. So if you're looking to build up that Jason memorabilia, make sure you go check them out. Go drop a like on their Facebook page and let them know that we sent you. With all that being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.